Today we're going to talk about how we can electrify America's mobility and electric vehicle revolution. It's a huge opportunity. We talk about a 7.5 billion electric vehicle opportunities. There is a lot of federal investment to drive charging station nationwide, more than 500,000. There's additionally 12 billion for battery manufacturing tax credits. There's a 3.5 billion domestic battery incentive fueling. So there is also, so the funding is there. The problem we see now is workforce readiness. So the critical shortage is around 1.8 million. That's the magical number. We need 1.8 million additional workers by 2030. And this we need in manufacturing, in charging station, in service, high voltage, safety, name it, more or less all of those. So the current capacity covers only 30% of the demand. So we are short 70%. And if you look traditionally how we try to do it, it doesn't work. So we need something new. And guess what? I think we have the solution. But let's go a little bit more in details first. High voltage safety, what does it mean? This is life and death, right? Because you have some more than 1,000 volts in EV systems, and the risk is shock, arc flash, you get battery fires, you have toxic gases. It's not good. And there's very clear OSHA and NFPA 70AE requirements that requires that specialized training. And traditional safety instruction simply not sufficient. You have battery technology and how to handle batteries. You have lithium-ion systems, BMS, thermal management. You have hazards like if you have a thermal runaway or chemical, or you have toxic gas, you need to have specialized handling, tire suppression, safety procedure. So there's a lot of technology here that you need to train in order to be able to be efficiently handling this. What about the charging infrastructure? There you have the installation complexity. You have AC, you have DC, you have fast charging, you have V2G, you have wireless systems. You must have advanced electrical networking and safety skills. You can't otherwise qualify for that. And you must master this utility coordination. You also must master cybersecurity. So again, here's a huge workforce shortage that slows down this station rollouts. And let's go to the autonomous EV integration, right? Because you converge electrification with automation, and that adds the complexity. Not only do we have electric vehicles, but they need to drive themselves. And that adds things like sensors, computing, cybersecurity, so somebody doesn't hijack your vehicle. And again, there's very few training programs that covers this overlap between electrification and automation. So here's where we come in. Our EV training ecosystem covers battery, charging, and safety. It's a nice triangle. We can take care of high voltage hazard simulations. We can do battery technology digital twins, so you can compare. We can do charging infrastructure installation maintenance, simulation, and actually hands-on practice on location when you need it, as you need it. And we also have AI-powered adaptive learning and diagnostics. Now, of course, we are partnering for scale. So we are reaching out now to the big OEMs. We've been working with Ford in the past and GM. Those are all customers over the last 26 years. We also are working now, engaging with Tesla, with Rivian, with Lucid. We're looking at charger operators like ChargePoint, EVgo, Electrify America. We are looking at technical colleges. We have, as you know, hundreds of them already, and trade schools for pipelines. And of course, we are working with representatives for federal and state workforce development funding. So all the stakeholders are engaged. Now, if you are, for example, a technical college and you want to accelerate your offering here, we have the solution. So my call to action to you is simple. Let's power America's EV future together. What that means is that workforce readiness means that you're competitive on a national scale. As if you're a college and you have that workforce readiness or a stakeholder. We know for a fact, and I can share more evidence with you, that spatial artificial intelligence, extended reality, and simulation is proven, it's scalable, and it's ready now. The first movers capture market and get the big pie, slice of the pie. So my humble recommendation is act today to electrify the workforce and to benefit your organization. Thank you so much. You can contact me. My name, as you know, is Dan Lejaskar. I'm chairman with Eon Reality, and I look forward to have a contact with you. You can also email me at dan@eonreality.com or look me up in LinkedIn.